Hey, easy.
I got motion, man. Me. I got this.
Shotgun now for Breeze. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 13 yards on the game's opening play.
Nice little nifty play for him there. Yeah, that's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backs out of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice. Latavius Murray. Touchdown, New Orleans. Latavius Murray, 56 yards, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Well, if they didn't get the wake-up call before the game, they got it right now. 2 plays already in the end zone.
I think of it in boxing terms because whether it's a big shot with your first one or a probing one, a little bit of a jab, the second one was the payoff. That was the big one that landed. 1-2, end zone.
And he breaks it all the way out to the 38-yard line. Great return. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their 38. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down. Plays like we just saw there, that's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
Here's a throw dropped off to his fullback, and he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. Call it a 3-yard gain, and that'll make it 3rd down. Working from the gun, Rodgers, and that is incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
Harris now to return. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the Saints will take over with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. Now they'll be looking to duplicate the efforts of drive number 1 that resulted in 7 points in the 7-zip lead.
Well, you know how much I enjoy horse racing, right? Looks like they caught a flyer out of the gate, as they would say when you're running the big-time races. Means they get out to a fast start. They're setting the pace, making the other team chase now.
And he gets this one just shy of the 35 to the 34. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Ready.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Let's go.
They'll run it for the first time with Alvin Kamara. He'll get about 4 as he's past the 35 to the 38-yard line.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. They get this again. Jet sweep. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
Anytime the offense shows what they call a shot play or a chunk play where they're trying to get big yardage, sometimes people just call it gadget plays, and you hold it to a gain that we just saw there, you feel pretty good about yourself as a defense.
Now a 1st down carry. It's Kamara. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On 2nd and 9. Breeze. And that going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9.
You're good, you're good. Line 4, ready.
Breeze leaves this one with Kamara. And he'll take this to the 47, but no further, as they get him down well short of the line to gain. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down.
It's 4th down.
Here's Thomas Morstead on now to punt it away on 4th down. Tyler Irvin back deep. Oh, he'll field it in the end zone. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Packers will get the football at their own 20-yard line. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. They'll start out on the ground with Jones. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2. And it brings up 2nd down. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Gets this to his running back, Aaron Jones. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and just like that, it's 3rd down. Rodgers going to try and throw on 3rd down. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
It's always a goal, and it's really nice defensively when you can rally to the football and make sure there's enough contact to force an incompletion.
Force an incompletion and force another punt. Now, the offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. Here we go on 4th down with Rodgers. He's got to hook up to Lazard, and he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. Give them credit. They knew what they wanted to dial up on 4th. They executed it for 9 yards, and the offense stays out there. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Oh, they'll run it here on the jet sweep, and that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. Rodgers now to throw. That's caught by Geronimo Allison. And all the way down to the 22-yard line. It's a big play that time for the Packers. 43 yards. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. To throw, it's Rodgers. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Trey Hendrickson. Give him the credit for the sack and a loss of 14 yards. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Rodgers going to throw. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
A good pickup there, 26 yards. 2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. reminder, I have a note card here that says ad-lib halftime preview. So I guess let's do just that as we'll hand things over to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando when this one reaches halftime. Did I do okay?
You did great.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Kevin King with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, I tell you, you can't fault the pass protection here. He had all day to throw, and he just couldn't find anywhere to go with the football. And quarterbacks will tell you that after a while, they start getting antsy back there. So this is just a great job defensively to stay with these receivers as long as they did.
He gets this to Devontae Adams. And he gets this up just shy of the 15. It's a gain of 12, and the Packers have the first.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and get the quarterback a really nice target.
14 yards, good for a Packer first down.
Now, that's often a surprise for the defensive guys when they see the big fella slide out of the backfield and catch the ball. Not something they usually go over in practice very often.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Trey Hendrickson, the one who gets him on the ground. Throwing on 2nd down. Rodgers escaping the pressure right, and it's incomplete.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. Now it's Rodgers. He sets up the screen to Jones. The screen does get him 9, but it also brings up a 4th down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass, looked like it was coming together, looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. They do go for it. It's Rodgers. Flush to his right. And this is caught, that they say, out of bounds. That would have been a first down, but he couldn't stay in, and as a result, they're going to have to give up the football. So they take here in their own territory, and you think the coach may have some questions to answer?
Yeah, and, normally we focus on the media, right? The social media barrage that he's going to get for this one. How about on his own sideline and in his locker room? Because I think the team's going to look at him like, Coach, why wouldn't we go for it there? I mean, no confidence in the defense. You don't like the punter? I mean, what's going on here? You owe us some explanations.
So we've reached halftime with just the lone touchdown here. 7-0 is our score. As we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. 13 yards, first down, Packers. Throwing on first down is Rodgers. That's complete to the former Aggie, Jay Sternberger. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. Despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made. And that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. So, in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 36. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down. They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. And they try to sweep to Jones. Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35. Got to get to the 26 for a first. This is 3rd down. Now Rodgers steps away. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Eli Apple. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. Well, CD, with the end of the season comes the announcement of the All-Pro team, and everybody was like, wait a second, Christian McCaffrey's listed twice. Is that a mistake? No, he got it both at running back and flex. Pretty impressive.
Very impressive, because I think a lot of people thought that if you have a running back and a flex position, that maybe Christian McCaffrey would go into the flex because he catches the ball so well, and you would go ahead and elevate the big guy out of Tennessee, Derrick Henry, to the All-Pro running back. Henry ends up being a second-team guy, but McCaffrey deserves being first-team running back as well as first-team flex. He had a tremendous, spectacular year.
And as you might imagine, 5 players named to the All-Pro selection, of course, leading the way for them, the quarterback Lamar Jackson.
Yes, and rightly so, and I fully expect him to be named the MVP when we get to NFL honors right before the Super Bowl. He's going to sweep all of those, and he deserves it. Carried that team throughout the season and got better in their bigger games.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Throwing now is Breeze. Jim has it complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. The Saints first down there on a gain of 11.
95-56, 95-56.
1st and 10 at the 19-yard line.
Into the red zone, it's Breeze. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Jair Alexander.
As much football as we watch, we've seen this work many times. In the red zone, 1st down, take a shot at the end zone, and points result. In this case, though, give credit to the defense. They outguessed them, were prepared, and intercepted the pass.
They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. Give him 10 there, good enough for a Packer first down.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 12, and the Packers have the first. Rodgers now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. Back now here. It's the Packers who have the football, but in need of points as we begin quarter number 4. Rodgers throwing quickly out to Adams. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Rodgers. The connection made. It's Graham. Give him 15 there, and the Packers have a first. Even though this offense doesn't have a single point to its name, they're not totally out of this game yet. A touchdown here, they could be in business.
And how about that last play? Now they've got momentum going, so you know I'm a big advocate. Get back on the line of scrimmage. Throw another play out of while you've got them rocked on their heels.
Demario Davis there on the stop.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
Throwing on second down. Rodgers, he's got a man. It's his fullback. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints 30. Well, this is how you shake the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. Trey Hendrickson picks up his second sack of the afternoon.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints 19. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. On the delay, Jones. He'll get forward for 3 down to the 16-yard line. From the 16, Rodgers, and he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. A 16-yard touchdown as they can now even this game here in the fourth quarter with the extra point. A very important extra point there, up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the fourth. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said is
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. They could not contain Kenny Clark as he gets home for the sack. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Throwing on second and long. Breeze. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a third down. Back-to-back big plays defensively. First the sack. Now they force the incompletion on 3rd and long. Things looking pretty good for them.
And this is where they have to be careful because they've got the momentum going their way. They will be really amped up to get to the quarterback. Look out. Draw, screen, something that can be used against them.
Here's Breeze. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. And now we're going to get a timeout defensively. So another stop, 1:50 left in the football game. Here's Thomas Morstead now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. On the return is Irvin. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And the Packers will have a short field to work with here as they take over 1st and 10. Rodgers to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Now Rodgers. He completes it to Jones. Oh, he's got a little daylight. Touchdown, Packers. Aaron Jones, 48 yards. And the Packers have taken the lead.
Hey, that score deserves our respect, deserves our excitement. But I'm looking at the clock, and I'm thinking, there's a long way to go in this one.
Ideally, they would have liked to milk a little bit more time off. Now, on the other sideline, you start to get the crew together and say, this is what we practiced the 2-minute drill for, right?
Yeah, you hope you've been in that situation before, and if you haven't, you just have the confidence, hey, let's go down there and get this thing done. But, boy, that's a big score right there to give them the advantage.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They're down here in a one-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
Yeah, they have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. One play has them up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Breeze to throw. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down. Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. He's back to throw. He's going to let it fly. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. This secondary as a unit, they've worked really well together in this one, especially late.
A lot of cohesiveness, a lot of communication, and some great athleticism. They're playing so well now, a nickname is sure to follow. They're going to have to name this whole unit soon.
Now Breeze. And that will be incomplete. What a great sequence by this defense so far. They've given him nowhere to go with the football.
And they just have to make it stand up one more time, because it appears that they've got their number. Can they not have a slip up here and allow the touchdown?
I'm going back to you. Kill.
They'll go for it. It's Breeze. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a 1st down. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as they'll stop it with 27. A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7, but first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. Back to throw toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Blake Martinez, the linebacker, was there in coverage to disrupt. This defense so strong all afternoon long, well executed again there.
This is a group that really functions well off of each other. No matter what the assignment, the other person fills in the exact prop.
And it's caught. It's a touchdown. So they rally here in the final minute, and they're an extra point away from tying this game.
And while it appears the heavy lifting was accomplished by scoring the touchdown, they're still down 1. That extra point is not a gimme.
And now the decision is to go for 2. A gutsy call, and this, in effect, is your ball game right here. Back to throw Breeze. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
I know we have individual minds, but I think we're thinking it's 1 on this one, and 1 was the number, wasn't it?
Yeah, kick the extra point. Now you need a miracle. You need an onside kick quickly and to do something spectacular.
I mean, going for 2 there, either they felt like this is all we've got left, we've got to win it right now, or they've got some incredible miracle special teams play to get the ball back and give them one last chance.
And this is recovered by the Packers, so that might just about do it. Well, for a second there, I had flashbacks to a few years ago, the NFC Championship game for the Packers, but here they're able to hold on.
And many things changed in Green Bay after that game. Personnel, people coaching, the whole deal. And in this case, they get it done. No fail like they had in Seattle.
And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. So it's all over. A Green Bay victory. And this one boiled down in the end, Charles, to simply too much Aaron Rodgers.
We've seen this many times before, haven't we? And I'm sure we'll see it again in the future. Extreme confidence in his abilities. Extreme confidence in his teammates. Never thinks a game is out of reach because his right arm can equalize anything a defense can put out there.